Hi, I'm Tammy, and welcome to the How to Launch in 100 Days webinar. Before we start, I want to take a moment to say that this session has been pre-recorded, but I am available live during the webinar. I recorded this so that I can focus on answering your questions in real time. I'll also be available at the end of the session to answer questions, and I'm going to type hi in the chat box so that you know that I'm actually really here. Okay, so let's get started. So I'd like to take a moment for everyone to think about why they joined this webinar and put that in the comments. This will really help me tailor my information to what you need. So if I'm building other webinars, I know what to kind of focus on. While you're typing, I'm going to tell you why I'm here. So I'm here because I love helping people and I love helping people turn their ideas into reality. I really love watching businesses grow and thrive, and I've always loved teaching. So this is a great way for me to express that. So, what's your reason? So, hopefully, the answer to that was to launch your startup, or at least it was close or had something to do with that. So, your startup, your website, your app, which is hopefully why you're all here today. So, today I'm going to be teaching you how you can do exactly that. So in this webinar, what you'll be learning, we'll be showing you some quick and effective ways to launch your own. But sitebuilder.com.ng offers a consulting service where we walk you through these techniques step by step and give you some guides to speed up the process in what I like to call our 100-day launch process, which we've come up with based on years in working in the industry. So here's a preview of what you'll learn. First, you'll quickly go through what a startup is and why you want to use the startup approach. Then we'll have a quick video that explains some of the building blocks of technology and what you'll need. After that, we'll discuss some quick ways to validate your idea is actually profitable, which is very important if you want to grow. Then we'll talk about how to actually build in a way that supports growth. After that, we'll talk about how to actually achieve this growth. And lastly, we'll talk about measuring success and what to keep track of. Okay. So before we go any further, let's go into who will get the most out of this webinar. So anyone who wants to get started with a website or app or tech-based business but either doesn't have a technology background or they just need help putting it all together, that's who this is targeted at. Who's it not for? It's anyone already up and running and generating their profits. They understand their customers' needs and behaviors and how to key into them. So if you're already there, then you don't need this. We'll have further webinars for you, but this is really for the starting of the startup. All right. So if you're ready, let me do some quick introductions. Welcome. So welcome again to the webinar. Before I introduce myself, I would love it if you could just tell me a little bit about you in the comments and in the chat box. So, hello, I'm Tammy. I've worked in the tech industry for about 15 years, and I'm super passionate about using tech to enable people and business. I'm the founder of sitebuilder.com.ng, and I have the pleasure of working for and advising some of the largest technology companies in around. Again, these are just some of my experience and partnership. People that I've worked for have hired me to help build their products. So sitebuilder.com.ng first started off as a website building platform, but one thing we quickly discovered that lots of people want to create websites, have no clue how to build businesses. They had an idea and really had no idea how to get it out there and turn it into something viable. I really hated the idea of taking someone's money and building something that no one would use. So we quickly changed into a consulting firm, basically as a hand-holding service to incubate businesses. So, as part of this webinar, we're going to be sharing some of the things we work through with our clients and offer you a special discount on our one-on-one consulting service. If you sign up today using the link below, you'll get 70% off. Our plans usually start from $25,000 for the initial session, but today, if you've been in this webinar, it's $7,500. And that's only available for a limited time after this webinar. So only today will you be able to get that discount. From tomorrow, we'll be taking that page down and it will no longer be available. So if you'd like to sign up, go to the link below and there'll be a link. You'll see the offer pop up now. I'll show it. And you can use that to, once you made your payment, you can schedule your session. Okay, so let's get started. First, let's talk about startups and startup culture. What exactly is a startup? So there are many different definitions, but my favorite is from Paul Graham, right? The founder of Y Combinator. And the quote is, "A startup is a company designed to grow fast. Being newly founded does not in itself make a company a startup, nor is it necessary for a startup to work on technology or take venture funding or have some sort of exit strategy. The only essential thing is growth. Everything else we associate with startups follows from growth." The reason I love this definition is because it really echoes the way I feel about how businesses should be started. And this approach has launched some of the most successful companies in the world. Companies like PayPal, eBay, Amazon, Facebook, Hotmail, and so many others have taken this approach, and I'll be taking you through some of the techniques that these companies use to really grow. But before we get started, we need to talk about the basics. So if you want to build a tech-based company, it's important to understand how the technology works. We've created this short video to give you a simple explanation.